Imagine receiving a message from Brad Pitt himself. At first, it sounds ridiculous. Why would one of Hollywood's biggest stars contact you? But for one French woman, it wasn't just a passing thought, it became her reality. Or so she thought. What followed was a devastating journey of heartbreak and loss, all caused by an elaborate and cruel scam. As reported by NBC News and Variety and then The Guardian, this French woman fell victim to a sophisticated romance scam. The scammer posed as Brad Pitt using charm, emotional manipulation, and even advanced technology to make their story believable. Over time, they built her trust, convincing her that she was in a genuine romantic relationship with the famous actor. The manipulation became so powerful that the woman divorced her husband, fully believing she had found her soulmate. But the deceit didn't stop at emotional betrayal. The fake Pitt began requesting money, citing fabricated emergencies and other needs. By the time she realized the truth, she had sent over $850,000 to help him with medical treatment.
It's a scam.
This kind of scam, known as a romance scam, preys on people's emotions. The scammers build trust over time, creating a sense of intimacy and urgency. Then, they strike, asking for money under false pretenses. These scams have been around for years, but the use of AI technology is making them more convincing and more dangerous than ever. After the story aired on a French TV program, it quickly became a topic of online discussion. Instead of sympathy, the woman faced ridicule from online communities. Memes and comments mocked her for falling for the scam, with some questioning how she could have believed it was really Brad Pitt. She has now been referred to as the dumbest woman in France by online critics or The Situation. The network ultimately pulled the episode, likely in response to the growing criticism and the sensitive nature of the story. Now, Brad Pitt himself has addressed the situation. Through his representatives, he made it clear that he had no involvement in this scam. They emphasized that Pitt does not communicate with fans directly online and urged people to remain cautious. Unfortunately, celebrities like Pitt are often used as bait in these schemes, making the scams feel even more believable. This case also brings attention to the darker side of artificial intelligence. AI technology is now being used to create hyper-realistic voices, deepfake videos, and fake personas. Imagine receiving a video or audio clip of Brad Pitt calling you by name. It would feel so real that it's easy to see how someone could be convinced. Okay, not in this case, but you get the idea. This use of AI isn't just unethical, it's a growing tool for deception that makes these scams harder to detect for the non-tech savvy. So what can we learn from this? And more importantly, how can we protect ourselves? Here are 4 key tips to avoid falling victim to online scams. 1. Be skeptical of unsolicited messages, especially from celebrities or strangers. If it feels too good to be true, it probably is. Look for red flags.
I tell people, if you're dating someone online and you think you're in love with someone online, going to marry someone online, and if you have not met them face to face in 8 weeks, it is a scam. I can almost guarantee it. People will say, but Lori, you don't understand. He's serving the country overseas. He's in the Israeli military. He can't get over here. That's a scam. I had a woman go, but Lori, you don't understand. He's so amazing, but he works in Dallas and he's so busy with work, he can't get to Tulsa. Really? That's a 4-hour drive. She called me 8 months after their relationship started and she was out $385,000.
I'll be sharing one very common trick often used by romance scammers. So you're going to start talking to this guy. Maybe you guys are in a long distance relationship and he's going to promise to come and visit you in your country. He's going to promise to come visit you in your country. Maybe he could say in 6 months' time, he'll give you a date. Now, few weeks after making that promise, he'll start asking you for money. Money for what exactly? Money for him to be able to get an international passport, money for him to be able to hire a visa agent, and money for him to be able to pay for a visa. He could also ask you for flight ticket, for money, so he can get his flight ticket to travel to another city in his country for the visa interview. It's a common trick used by romance scammers. If at all his real intentions is to come and visit you, he should be able to take care of his international passport. Yeah, he should be able to do that. So this is a common trick used by romance scammers. Don't fall for it.
Valley woman thought that she was falling in love.
Instead, her retirement savings was taken. Steve Nielsen has the story for us tonight. Steve, we have heard stories like this. It is really heartbreaking.
It is. They're called romance scams, and the FBI says, like a lot of these scams, it's on the rise right now. Connie reached out to us. She wanted to share her story. She says that this isn't just a financial loss for her. Her heart is broken, too. After her husband of more than 40 years died, Connie was lonely and started online dating this fall, and it wasn't long before James Herman found her.
He just said things that I had not heard maybe ever or in a very, very long time. Said all the right things for sure.
He was perfect, a Prescott architect who was out of the country traveling for business, but headed back to Arizona soon.
I was not thinking with my head, I was thinking with my heart.
James sent her a check for $720,000 and showed her an online account of $1 million. It was a complicated plan, but basically if she just sent him some money, $125,000, he could get out of some legal trouble and then they would come back and cash the check together.
It's like going all over the place, trying to get money, find Bitcoin machines, and it was horrible. It's horrible.
She says she got suspicious and went to the bank to look at the check. It was a fake. She didn't notice it was signed Oprah Winfrey.
Scammers are professionals at manipulation, and anyone can fall for their tactics under the right circumstance. Stories like this should serve as a reminder to approach these situations with compassion, not judgment. The French woman's bravery in sharing her story helps shed light on the dangers of these scams, the emotional toll they take, and the growing threat posed by AI technology in this space. Her story is a wake-up call for all of us to be more vigilant and supportive of those who've been affected. What do you think about this case? Have you or someone you know ever encountered a similar scam? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, while the internet connects us to people and opportunities, it also creates spaces where deception can thrive. Stay cautious, stay informed, and stay safe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.